Please start. Yes, please.
Yeah. Henry Ford once famously said, "Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. And working together is success." District Director, DTM Mona Al-Qiyab, Program Quality Director, DTM Yasser Al-Jasser, Club Growth Director, DTM Shyam Mohammed, leaders of District 20 family, and dear members. Good evening and welcome to the first webinar in 2023-2024, the Speechcraft and YLP. This is Toastmaster Dimutu Atugala, the Sergeant at Arms of today's webinar. Before starting, let me quickly take you all through with our district mission. You may repeat after me. We build new clubs.
We build new clubs
And support all clubs
and
support all clubs
in achieving excellence.
in achieving excellence.
in achieving
In
excellence.
achieving excellence.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. Well, with that, I should mention some of the ground rules for today's webinar. As we all know, if you get to talk in this forum, yes, we as Toastmasters, we don't speak about religion, politics, and sex. And also, with regard to the emergency exit and the washrooms, you are well aware. So I'm not going to talk about that. Now it's time for me to introduce our Master of Ceremonies for today. She's a teacher by profession and mother of 2 lovely kids. And she's a Toastmaster by choice. Her motto of her life is to keep learning whatever comes in her life. Ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome Area 31 Director, Toastmaster Vermit Kumar. Toastmaster Vermit Kumar, over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and maybe good morning for someone and maybe good night for someone. But this is our theme, United We Grow. So this we have started it very well because no matter where we are together. You can't hear me?
You are on mute now. We can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was saying that together we learn and grow. We are with each other no matter what. And we make sure that if someone is not over here, we pull them, bring them back. Before we start with our webinar, I would like to welcome all the dignitaries in-house. And for that, I would first like to call upon our District 20 Director, DTM Mona, who is a wonderful lady. I have got the chance to work with her last term as I was an area director, and she is the member of multiple clubs. DTM Mona, over to you.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Program Quality Director, DTM Yasser Al-Gashar, Club Growth Director, DTM Siham Muhammad. I'm not sure whether the admin manager is here, Toastmaster Sarah, and let us say district office, EXCOM, and district members. Good afternoon to you all. Why we are here today? I extend my heartfelt encouragement toward the youth program and Speechcraft program. Your presence in these initiatives reflects your willingness to step up, learn, and make a difference in our district. In the youth program, you have the opportunity to cultivate essential skills, develop leadership abilities, and build lasting connection. Your passion and dedication will inspire others and create the future of our district. Similar, the Speechcraft program offers a platform to hone our public speaking talent, a skill that will serve us well throughout our lives. Remember that effective communication is not only about expressing ideas, or it's just expressing, but also about connecting with audience and inspiring them with our words. As we embark on these journeys of self-improvement, we will never forget to encourage all around us, the one we do care about, and will try to bring them so that they can get the benefit that we have, that we benefited from the Toastmaster program. A Speechcraft program and YLP program is the future of the district. And by implementing these in each club and each area, each division, this is what will bring our district to grow more and expand, and also get or empower our membership. It is part of also serving the community. Therefore, we are here today to learn and get more skills to how to organize these two programs. Thank you, organizing team. Thank you, CGD, for bringing this today, and all the best. Back to you, our Master of Ceremony.
Thank you, DTM Mona, for bringing us together with your wonderful words and motivational words. With this, we move and we call our PQD, who is DTM Yasser, and he holds Bachelor of Science degree in Artificial Intelligence in Chemical Engineering. He is member of different clubs, and he is always there to help us and guide us no matter what the time is. So anyone who has any problem or any related to has any issues, so can go to him. So I would request DTM Yasser to please say some words.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, for the great introduction. First of all, let me recognize the presence of our District Director, DTM Mona, our Club Growth Director, DTM Saham Muhammad, the Division Directors, Area and Office, Leader of District 20. I can say good evening. And when I come for morning. It is the first time that we have the first webinar for our lovely CGD and her team. All the best for that one. I know it is the right time to have this webinar for YLP and the Speechcraft, which is very important for the club, for the growth of each club. All the best. I know it will not take a lot of time for you, but I know we have great today presenter and panelists. All the best, and take from it, and we hope that to see each clubs and area or division to have their Speechcraft and YLP, because we should build the Toastmaster for the young generation. All the best, and back to you.
Thank you, PQD. And now it's time for us to call our CGD, who has managed to bring the whole program, all of us together today for this webinar. DTMC Hum, a very polite, a gentle woman I know in Toastmasters. Anything like, because she was with me in the last year in one of the clubs. So any problem, no worries, dear. Everything will be managed. So District 20 members, I would say you are in safe hands under DTM Siham. Over to you.
Thank you so much, MC, for your warming introduction. DTM Mona Laqab, District Director, Club Growth Program Quality Director, DTM Yasser Al-Gashar, Division Directors, Presenters, District Officer, and audience. Welcome you all and good afternoon still, and welcome you in our webinar, the first webinar for District 20 for the term 2023-2024. In this webinar, we are aiming to achieve one of the most important goals in our district, that's raising the awareness of Toastmasters inside the clubs and enhance the growing of having new members. These two important programs are very essential for us, especially in the first quarter, to achieve and see how, inshallah, we are going to direct or target our goal of growing more and more. Of course, I won't forget to remind you that we have also the early bird renewal. That's to renew before the 1st of August. As you know that we have 3 awards. Now we finished from the first and second one. The last one is the Golden Award that would be ending in 31st of July. Inshallah, to have it. And with this renewal, you are going to save $15 of the fees before it increases in 1st of August. Thank you very much for the presenters of today. I know that you will excel, and I know that you did your best in order to enjoy and in order to make us learn from you. Thank you for time. Thank you, role players, and over to you, MC.
Thank you, DTM Siham, for this webinar from which we all are going to learn, and definitely we are going to make use of it. To present our first to do the first presentation, we have DTM Sunita Raghu. She is a finance professional working as an investment consultant and a passionate and committed Toastmaster since 2018. She is member of 2 clubs and Pathways Mentor. Holds a proven track record in the field of communication and leadership in her Toastmasters journey. She is the past president of Palakkad Toastmasters Club and past club retention coordinator for District 20. She is current Area 15 director. She believes in learning is lifelong process. Change for betterment and progress in life is a result of true learning. Before she starts her presentation, I would just explain on the timings. The timings for the workshop is 45 minutes, where 35 minutes, it will be green, 40 minutes, it will be yellow, and 45 minutes, it will be red. We have our timer, Kavita, and who is already showing the color cards to all the dignitaries, and she'll be continuing the same to our presenters. After her presentation, we will have 15 minutes of discussion and question and answers. Where you have doubts, you can ask your question and answers. With this, without a delay, I would hand it over
Master
to
of Ceremonies. I think I have a presentation is for 35 minutes and the question answer session is for 15 minutes. How is it? It's 30 plus 15, no total?
I was being told 45 minutes presentation and then 15 minutes open discussion. DTM Siham, can you please clarify for the timer?
It's okay. Yeah, it's it's okay. It will be 35 will be the end of your workshop. After that, we can.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Over to you.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Vermit Kaur for this introduction, and thank you, District Trio, District Director Mona Lakab, and Program Quality Director DTM Yasser Al-Gishar, and Club Growth Director DTM Seham for giving me this opportunity to present this webinar. This particular webinar is very close to my heart because of Speechcraft. When I was a coach, I was able to revive a club, and the club is a thriving club now. So I know the importance of having a Speechcraft, conducting a Speechcraft for any club, not only for the club growth, but for the members, an experienced member, to explore, to mentor, or to help the other fellow Toastmasters to grow as a communicator and leader. This would definitely help each one of us to look forward to the next step in our growth as a Toastmaster, as a communicator, as a leader. We always say that communication is a language of, art of language of this good leadership. Yes, Speechcraft would definitely help you to improve those skills. And not only you, your club, your area, your fellow Toastmasters. This particular program will help many people to develop their skills. And with your permission, I would like to share the presentation. So if you have any doubt, we have a separate 15 minutes for open for all the audience. So I hope you will note down the questions if anybody has and ask me at the end. I can proceed with the presentation. If you need to clarify anything urgently in between the presentation, you can stop me. Otherwise, you can note down all the questions and ask me at the end of it. Is it okay with all the audience? Yes? Thank you. Let me share this. Are you able to see my screen?
yes.
Thank you. Yeah. So the session objective is to give an introduction about Speechcraft and how does it help non-Toastmasters as well as Toastmasters. and how to conduct a speechcraft. And now Toastmasters have introduced a digital bundle or a digital speechcraft. How to conduct a speechcraft using digital bundle. So these are all the areas I'm going to explain in this particular webinar. So what is Speechcraft? Many of you are very experienced Toastmasters, and I hope you all know that. Anyway, I'll just give a brief idea about this Speechcraft. It's a workshop on communication and leadership skills. It allows experienced Toastmasters to present the fundamental of public speaking to non-members. So what are all the fundamentals we are talking about here? To speak in front of the audience, get up and deliver at least 2 lines as a table topic commentator or as an evaluator, and then as a speaker. Then how to construct a speech, write a speech and deliver. Listening, table topic session. Active listening. How active listening will help us as a speaker. Then think on your feet. That's what I told about table topic. And evaluation, receiving evaluation and giving evaluation to other people, receiving feedbacks. So these are all the things what we do it in Toastmasters. The same thing we will be teaching or training the non-Toastmasters. At the same time, we will give an introduction about what is Toastmaster is all about, what are all the benefits. Just a moment. How this kind of training would help a Toastmasters, non-Toastmasters, to develop as a speaker and a leader. So to train them like a school children, how we train them in all those areas, how to, about vocal variety, gestures, body language, and writing a speech. It's more like a coaching. So we need to have a very good experienced Toastmasters, speakers, advisors to get part into that Speechcraft program so that we can deliver a quality program to a non-speaker, non-Toastmasters. How does it help a non-member to improve? It's a structured program, time-tested one by the Toastmasters of International. So all these step-by-step instruction, how to conduct a program, each session-wise, it is very clearly explained in this Toastmasters Speechcraft bundle. So first session of what are all the area we need to concentrate on that. Second session, third session, it's a very clear thing. Somewhat similar to YLP. If any of you have conducted youth leadership program, they will know that some of the areas are excluded in this Speechcraft. Otherwise, almost the format content is same like youth leadership program. There we will give more emphasis on parliamentary procedures and all, which is not there in Speechcraft. So you will hear more about youth leadership from our presenter, Toastmaster Mohammed Shiraj. I'm just telling it's somewhat similar. So who is a prospective speechcrafter? This is a very important question. Who can join? Anybody can join. Housewife or a computer professional, engineer, doctor, men, women, including students, the freshers, first year, second year students, anyone can join because each one needs goal or their aspiration is different. And everyone has something from Speechcraft to benefit or to know more about this. So it's only to get a target audience, which suppose you are working in a corporate club, you can bring in some of the corporate members, club office members, and conduct a Speechcraft also. I will explain more about the digital content while I am going through this, so that you will understand how we can conduct Speechcraft with a very less members also. If you get to have a 4, 5 or 6 members, how we can conduct it. Everything is explained in the next slides. Who can conduct Speechcraft? Now, anyone tell me who can conduct Speechcraft? Only a club or with the 2 or 3 clubs together we can conduct? or how this can be done? You can unmute and tell me.
Any club or area or division or district.
Any club, area or division. Thank you, Toastmaster Cindy. Anyone can conduct a speechcraft. Even if you have a very less members of 8 to 9 members and you want to increase the membership base to the club, you can conduct. Or if you're not able to organize alone, with 2 or 3 clubs together, we can conduct, because so that you can get the support of many experienced Toastmasters from the other club also. I have experienced this in previous, when I was a coach. The club didn't have a very experienced person or a senior Toastmasters to conduct a speechcraft. So we approached many senior Toastmasters. They helped us as presenters for each session. So we were able to conduct the session really well. The same way, last year, District 20 conducted mass speechcraft. So that was aimed at for the clubs who were not able to conduct the speechcraft. At the same time, have participants, prospective members who want to join their club, but to impart knowledge, they just have an association with the District 20, and we brought in many mentors or the presenters, experienced presenters, and they conducted each session for them. Then after that, the club took on from that level to mentor their members. So that way also we can do that. So supported by area, division, or to create a new club. You have many new members, but at the same time, you want to give some kind of a basic idea about Toastmasters, then to induct all of them as a member. In that way also you can conduct a speechcraft. So it need base. Each club has a different goal. Each area has a different goal. Based on that, we can conduct a speechcraft. So who are all involved in a speechcraft program? Coordinators. Yes. We need a coordinator. We need a chief coordinator. And the member participants are more. We can have 2 or 3 assistant coordinators also. Then we need role players as a timer, master of ceremonies, or to conduct the table topic session. Educational speakers. As I told you, the club, they don't have a very experienced Toastmasters to do all those presentations. We can approach other area, division, or other club to help us with the presentations. And if we have a 10 speakers, speech crafters, we need to assign 1 mentor, or every 2 participants, we can assign 1 mentor, so that they will help them to write the speech or to select the speech or to help them with their vocal variety when they deliver their speech in the session. In that way, we can help them to develop in each session, because initially they will be very much afraid to give their icebreaker speech. So the mentor approaches them and give them the kind of confidence, motivation, or cheer them. So they come up and they deliver their speech with much confidence in front of the audience. So mentors play a very important role in this speechcraft program. And of course, speechcrafters, the participants. We need all of them to conduct a speechcraft program. What benefit or the credit the coordinators gets? First thing, as I told you, with all our experience, we can help a non-Toastmaster or a new Toastmaster to get the Toastmasters benefit by imparting our knowledge to them. And you all aware that towards your DTM award, either we need to do a YLP chief coordinator role or a speechcraft chief coordinator role. So that will help us as a credit towards your DTM journey. And this will also help us while we are delivering all these presentations and all. This will help us to improve our communication skills and our other leadership skill also. This way, each member will be benefited by conducting a speechcraft. Because I have seen many of our club Toastmasters, after doing a YLP or a Speechcraft program only, they feel themselves that they have grown as a Toastmaster or a leader, as a communicator, as a presenter, because this 6 weeks or 8 weeks, that bond is something different, because you are assigned with the 2 or 3 participants and you travel with them from the beginning, right from the planning and till the end of the thing. So you will get to know them very well. You help them in their development. As you, the member grow, you're also growing as a leader, as a mentor, as a presenter. So it is a very important thing for any Toastmasters to do at least one Speechcraft program or a YLP program. Align yourself with your club to conduct this. The benefits are plenty, because I personally have enjoyed all those benefits. I have really grown after that only as a leader, as a presenter. So this way, this will really help all the members to gain more knowledge about Toastmasters as well as a leader. You can become a very good leader also. And most importantly, after that, these participants will join your club. So you are presenting your club with good Toastmasters. Isn't it a benefit for the club as well as for you? Yes? Yes, I am not hearing any voice. Yeah, okay. I think all of them are muted. So how to conduct a Speechcraft? This Speechcraft program is available in 4, 6, and 8 sessions. You can conduct for 1 hour or to 2 hours, or along with your club meeting also you can conduct this program. So it's all depends how many members, how many participants we get. Earlier and all, to get a Speechcraft coordinator credit, we need to have minimum 15 participants. If you have 15 participants only, you can conduct a Speechcraft. Now with this digital experience, if you have 5 members, you can conduct a Speechcraft. That is really helpful for any club. That is the reason earlier time there were many clubs were not able to conduct the Speechcraft, because they were not able to get 15 participants. They might get 6 or 7 or 8, and they had to have an alignment with some other club. They will also bring some 6 or 7 members. Then you need to have a kind of a confusion. Who will get the chief coordinator credit? How to ment these members? Where will we conduct? In their club or in our club? Or we will have a common platform to conduct the program? All those things actually delayed each club to conduct a Speechcraft program. But now it is, even if you have a 5 members, 5 participants, you can conduct a program. So if you have only 5 participants, you can decide whether you need to conduct only 1 hour in a week or twice in a week. The members are ready, you can conduct even twice in a week also, or you can conduct 1 hour, or before your club meeting, you can conduct this Speechcraft, then continue with the club meeting. It's all depends. It's all based on your resources, members availability, and the participants' interest also. If it is a corporate club, in the corporate office itself, they will be providing some space and all, there you can conduct. So it's all depend how many members you get, what is the club decides, and where the resources availability, based on that we can decide. And we need to plan in advance when to conduct the Speechcraft. Are you going to conduct now? What is your aim? Is it for the club growth, to add new members, or for the one or two members wants to do the chief coordinator role? That is the reason the club is conducting. Or to overall development of the club, what is the aim of the club? And when are you going to conduct it? Is it in September? Means you need to plan at least a month before. Planning, and the flyer should be ready, and it has to be circulated well in advance. You need to use all your contact and talk about Toastmasters benefit, then the registration, and we need to plan for how many weeks, 4, 6, or 8, and what are all the items we are going to cover. Everything we need to decide. The planning would really help you to conduct a flawless Speechcraft program. about the participants. Now we talked about how this will help the coordinators. Now, how this would help the participants. Now, in the digital experience, even a new member, suppose a member joined your club in July. It's a new member. He or she hasn't attended Speechcraft program. But the club plans to conduct a Speechcraft program only in August. The member has joined a month before. The club is conducting a Speechcraft August only. You can include this new member also in your Speechcraft program. So that option is also available. This will help the participants not only in delivery of your speaking, to write, how to write a speech, how to get to the point, and how to deliver your speech using a good vocal variety and body language. And how will you present this in front of the audience using presentation skills and all. And they can take a small role, like as I told you, timer, master of ceremonies, table topic, or preparing agenda, TMOD role, whatever is available in that particular meeting. You can train those participants to take up that roles. That will help them to deal with a small group of people for that particular meeting. So slowly they will also learn the leadership skills. And when they give speeches, they can evaluate their fellow participants' speeches also. In that way, they will be in a position to receive feedback and give a constructive evaluation also. For everything, we have a presentation. So in each session, the presentation would be delivered and it would be explained by the senior Toastmasters or an experienced Toastmasters. And after that only, these participants are expected to do the role. For example, in the first session, the Toastmasters coordinators would be delivering a presentation on how to deliver an icebreaker speech. So after that, the second session only, the new member would be delivering the icebreaker speech. It is like a training or teaching, and after that, practicing. In that way, this really helps the participants. And in between, they have a gap of 3 days or 4 days or 1 week. In the gap, the mentors would help them, call them, or guide them how to prepare, write a speech, how to deliver. All this, these mentors would help. And for speech crafters, the speech is only 3 to 5 minutes. So it is very easy for them to prepare a speech and deliver in front of the audience. So initially, they will find it very difficult, but in the first or second session is over, they can very clearly do this. So confidence, as I told you, and they are dealing with a group of people. Slowly, a mentor-mentee relationship will develop, and that sometimes blossom into a friendship also. And you get to know different leaders from different walks of life. You will gain every day. Somebody was, our master of ceremony was telling, and our surgeon at arms, he was also mentioning, it is a learning process. Whether you become a DTM or you have in the Toastmasters for 12 years or 15 years, every other day we are learning something new. And that really helps us as a person or as a speaker or as a leader. So from the mentee also we can learn so many things. As a mentor, we can also help them in certain areas. So it's a very good development would happen, not only for the participants as well as for the coordinator. Confidence in public speaking would develop. And here I would like to stop. Anybody have any doubt up to this? You can ask me. Otherwise, I can continue with my other slides. Anyone can unmute and say? Yes, Toastmaster Munira.
Good afternoon, DTM Sunita. Thank you so much for your informative webinar. What I wanted to ask is, you told that nowadays we can just do with 5 members, right? So does it have to be virtually only we can do 5 members, or just for even what do you say? And we're doing offline physical meetings, because we are more interested
Physical. I will explain to you next. After 2 slides, I'm going to explain that only in detail.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to explain the digital experience in detail.
Yeah, so you want digital, only 5 people should be there.
Okay.
Okay, please. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah. So what is a Speechcraft main projects? As I told you, first they will be delivering an icebreaker speech. Then they will be delivering one more speech that is called advanced speech. In this, they will get to know that how to write a speech, how to construct a speech with an opening and a body and a conclusion, how we can effectively convey a message into a speech, and vocabulary, vocal variety, gestures, body language. All these things will be explained in a presentation by the coordinator. After that only they will be delivering these things. So it would be very easy for the Speechcraft participants to understand the basics of all those things, then come up with a speech. So how this cost, as I told you, now I'm going to explain about a digital bundle. So the cost I will explain to you, and how much it would cost, how many, it's all based on again 4 or 6 or 8, whether you have a, for example, BAPCO or Indian Club, those kind of a clubs and all, they have their venue. So they don't have to pay anything for their venue. They can just book it and go and deliver it. But for Speechcraft kit, we need to pay for it. And for light refreshment, we need to have some amount. So it's all again based on the club. The club wants to collect only for the Speechcraft bundle, they can do it, or they want to collect a nominal charges towards the venue cost and the refreshment and all, they can do it. It's again depend on club to club. Some clubs are in during the online time, we used to collect only 5 BD. Only for the digital bundle, people used to collect the amount and forego all this amount. If you are conducting in a conference room or in any hotel and all, of course you need to pay for 2 hours, 25 BD or something. So based on that, based on the participants, you can divide that amount and collect it. So, but as we always say in Toastmasters, it is just to cover the cost only, not for profit. That also we need to keep in mind, only to cover the cost, how much we are spending, and only that amount we can collect it. As I told you, role of the coordinators. Coordinator, like any program, like in this program also, you need to prepare an agenda, you need to allocate people to take up different roles, and all this planning has to be done from the session 1 to session 8. If you're conducting for 8 sessions, what are all the items to be in each session, and who will be conducting that session. If the person is not available, who is a backup, all those things have to be planned in advance, and the chief coordinator is overall responsible for the entire success of this particular Speechcraft program. So at the end, he or she will be getting the credit for the coordinator. So it's again like any roles, you need to plan in advance, then you need to go for it. So this is the basic idea of Speechcraft. What is a digital bundle? This is what I want to explain now. So earlier, we used, as I told you, to conduct a Speechcraft, we need to have 15 members. Then only the chief coordinator will get the credit. Now from 2021 onwards, our Toastmaster International has, they have rolled out this particular digital bundle. This digital bundle, we call it as you can purchase from the store. Like any other. I will show you all those screen later. So in one bundle, there will be one coordinator kit and 5 participant kits. That means if you purchase one bundle for $50, you can add one coordinator and 5 Speechcrafter in that module. So it's all like same like our pathways. You can access through our Toastmasters International, that pathways only you can access it. There is a separate speechcraft.toastmasters.org. You can go there log in and you will get an access to this digital bundle after you purchase this particular bundle. So this is actually, it's helping many of the Toastmasters and the club to conduct a Speechcraft very often. Toastmaster Munira was asking whether it has to be we should conduct only online or offline, any mode, online, offline or hybrid. It's based on the members' availability. Any mode you can, but physical would be more effective. That's what I feel, because I had conducted in all the mode. Physical means we always have more effectiveness, but the participants are from different places and they are not able to attend physically. Then you can always go for online mode also. Now that we are got used to this online, anyway, any method you can conduct it. There is no restriction for that. All three ways: online, hybrid, and physical. Now, so in one bundle, you can have 5 participants and 1 coordinator. One bundle, 1 coordinator will get a credit. Suppose the club has got 10 Speechcraft participants we need to purchase 2 bundles and we need to allocate 2 coordinators. So from that club, you can get 2 coordinators can get the credit, 2 coordinators. It doesn't mean that one person have to conduct the Speechcraft separately and the other person has to conduct the Speechcraft separately. No. You can conduct with even 15-20 members also in one club, but you need to purchase 4 different bundles. Hope Toastmaster Munira, I answer your question.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So suppose you get 13 or 14 participants. We need to purchase 3 bundles. Then 3 coordinators would be allocated for this. Each coordinator and the members would be separately entered in the digital pathways. Then, but all together, all coordinators together conduct the Speechcraft in one hall, the same time, and complete the program also. So now I would like to explain to you how you can purchase this bundle. This is very important. You need to enter into your pathways. Then after that, you are able to see here, education program, pathways, and Speechcraft and all. So this is the Speechcraft. You need to click this. Because I have taken the screenshot, I was worried, suppose the network is not good, then I may not be able to share and show it to you. That's the reason I have taken this screenshot. So from here, you have to click this. When you click, you will come to the next screen of this. Are you able to see, all of you? Yeah. So from here, can you see this buy digital bundle? Yes? Yeah. You need to click this buy digital bundle. Then after that, as usual, it will go to the shop. You need to pay those amount, $50. And then this particular digital bundle would be credited. I mean, as if you go to this welcome, here you can see profile. If you click here, you can see my profile. In this my profile, if you go down, you can see my downloads. In this my download, once you purchase the bundle, it will come here with a product code, what is the document, digital bundle, and this amount, order number, everything will come here. You need to take this number. You need to note down this number. This is your login, this number. Okay. That number, again, you have to go to speechcrafttoastmasters.org. There you need to go and log in using your Toastmasters, usual Toastmasters pathways login. Same login email ID. You have to log in here. So you get your welcome Speechcraft coordinator thing. In this, you need to enter all your detail. Here you need to note down one thing. We can purchase a digital bundle, but you suppose I purchase a digital bundle this month, July. but I am planning to start the Speechcraft program only in September. So September, you can create this event. It's a very simple thing. You need to go here and you need to create an event from September 1 to October 30th. I am going to conduct this same. You have to click September 1st until October 30th is my program. How many sessions? You can select the sessions also. 4 sessions, a date, time, everything you can select. And here down, you will enter your name. If I am the coordinator and for which club, suppose I am a member of 2 clubs, I can select Palakkad Toastmasters. And from there, I can click my name and put my name as a chief coordinator. And after that, I can add all the participants. Hello? Got disconnected?
No, we can hear you. You can continue, please.
You can hear?
Yeah, continue. Yeah, yes.
Because my video was stuck, so I thought I got disconnected.
It's okay. No, you are not.
Yeah. So you can buy a digital bundle, but you need to same like if you go to Basecamp, if you are a member of 4 or 5 clubs, it will show you all the club name. So we will select which club you are going to give your credit for this pathways, no? Level 1 completion and level 2 completion. Same way, here also, if you are a member of 2 club, the 2 club name would be displayed here. You need to select that club number, club name, and for every program, we will give some name. Raise the bar, or sky is the limit, or empower, something. So same way, you can create an event giving your name. Otherwise, I don't have any name. I can say Palakkad Toastmasters Speechcraft program. So that event is created. Once the event is created, you need to complete the program within 3 months. After 90 days, you don't have access to the Speechcraft bundle. So we need to be very careful. You can buy the bundle, but before creating an event, you need to do all the back work, get the participants. After that, please create it. Because you purchase the bundle today itself. Today itself, you create the event. Then you don't have the participant. After 30 days, after 3 months, that particular digital bundle will expire. So please don't create the event, but the digital bundle is like same like our pathways. It will be there. You can use it after 2 months, 3 months also. Once the event is created, it has to be completed within 3 months time. So this point you need to note down. As I told you, how you will create all those details. You can put the date from this date to this date, or this month I am going to conduct this program. These are all my members' name. All this you can add it. It's a very simple thing. Once you purchase the digital bundle only, you will. Now that mine is expired, so I'm taking a screenshot and show you all those things. Then same like pathways, you will get this screen. So pathways, you have the open curriculum, and here session wise, the guide would be there. So you just have to create session 1, launch it, and go through it. This you can take a screenshot of this. This is a very important thing. If you go to Speechcraft Toastmasters, it gives you step-by-step information how to conduct a digital workshop, how to right from purchasing the digital bundle and how to conduct this program. And this is a 1-hour webinar. In this, you get the entire detail about this digital program. It's very helpful, but it's 1 hour. That's the reason I am not showing any of this part. When you get time, you just download it and you can listen to this. This webinar, you can go from here. If you go to https speechcraft.toastmasters, you get this webinar, play it, almost an hour, 1 hour, 2 minutes. You get the entire information about how to conduct the Speechcraft. So these are all some sample agenda. I put it for 6 sessions, session 3, session 4, all this. So it's just a simple thing. Even in the digital thing, you get a Speechcraft agenda template also, you will get it. So we don't have to worry about just to fill all those details. Template is also available. Any questions? I'm here to.
We will
Anyone
have
have-
5 minutes only for the questions. Thank you so much, DTM Sunita. We have only 5 minutes. If you have any question, please ask.
Toastmaster Sunita, I have a question.
Yes,
We'll give priority to IPDD, DTM Khalid.
yes, DTM Khalid.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Amazing workshop as always, DTM Sunita. And
Thank you.
I thought since no one is giving you a hard time and no one raised his hand or her hand to give questions, so I thought, okay, let me just explore that. So I know you definitely know the answer, that's why I'm just asking this. What are the possible venues that we can use to market for the Speechcraft?
Yeah, possible venues. It's our, we have our media phone in our hand, you know, so many contacts. So we can call them, explain about the Toastmasters thing in our community, in our working area, and wherever the people we meet, we can just talk about the benefits of Toastmasters. And if we get, now that members have come down to 5, so it's always easy to get 5 members in our community or in our office area, schools, or an apartment where you are living. To bring in 5 members and to conduct a program would be very easy. So,
But what we need to tell individuals, you remember, I'm taking you to, for example, the mashup that we did last year.
voice is breaking. Can
Am I audible now?
anyone hear us? They can. Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
Yes.
yeah. He was asking DTM Khalid about last year. How did we market for this Speechcraft? How did we reach people or members? Right, DTM Khalid?
So,
This is the question?
yes. So I was hinting into the mass Speechcraft. So what are the ways that we can market for the Speechcraft, and not just a tool, but to use that as a marketing tool to have or marketing strategy to gain new members?
You're
Like what we did
asking
in the
about
mass
the
Speechcraft.
tools?
Yeah. Like what we did last time for the mass Speechcraft.
DTM Khalid, if I heard it properly, are you talking about the mass Speechcraft?
Yes.
Yeah. Mass Speechcraft is also a very good idea because last time we conducted mass Speechcraft. So we can bring in many clubs together. The club with less members, the club who lacks resources, or the clubs don't have experienced Toastmasters to conduct the Speechcraft. We can bring in those kind of 6 or 7 clubs or 10 clubs, areas, and find a common venue and conduct the mass Speechcraft. It was very beneficial last year. We conducted online, but this time I feel like if possible, we can do it hybrid or physical Toastmaster Speechcraft. That would be very helpful, and that will reduce the stress of each club, you know. Only thing, they can share the amount for buying the digital bundle, only that. But the venue and the content, everything can be shared with some 4 or 5 clubs. So this way we help one another. At the same time, grow together. So as we say, united we grow. United, we can definitely bring in more members and we can make an impact in each area also. Yes, Toastmaster Khalid, I hope I answered your question.
Yes, definitely.
Any other?
I have a question.
Thank you so much, because now it's 5:30. Can we keep the questions after you finish, Shiraz? Because I wish if you can, we will be on
Okay.
time. Then at the end, we can answer whatever questions. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
MC, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Over to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, DTM Sunita, and I'm sure everyone has learned, and this year we'll be having many speech crafts, and we'll be needing more of your guidance. Now, I would like to request the moderator to please share the certificate for our speaker, DTM Sunita.
Yes, we will share it at the end. Thank you so much. To keep the time. Right. Hello?
Hello. Yes, DTM Siha.
Yes, at the end, my dear, we will share it. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, so now it's time for us for the second workshop, which will be presented by Toastmaster Muhammad Shiraz, who says he's member of Desert Pioneers, but we see him in all the clubs, wherever the meetings are. He was Area 31 Director for the term 2021-22, Coordinator in District 20 for YLP for the term 21-22. He was club coach for Sims Toastmasters Club for the term 2020-2021. He involved in various YLP and Speechcraft programs. He is currently Division H Director. He is working in finance in an investment company. He wants to learn and improve his leadership skills and support others for their development. Over to you, Toastmaster Shiraz.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Varmeet. One thing I can say that you said true. My official Toastmasters Club is Desert Pioneers Toastmasters Club, but you know that I'm close to which Toastmasters Club and fond of working with Sims Toastmasters Club and many other Toastmasters Club as well. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I don't have Vasta DTM Khalid, but during this time I can ask only one question just to inspire the audience and myself. Toastmaster Sunita, I would like to know how many Speechcraft programs have you conducted in your career? This is to inspire.
I have joined 2018. In this 13 years, maybe around 25 YLP and Speechcraft. I'm a part of
Wow.
this thing.
Wonderful.
Different roles: coordinator, assistant coordinator, chief coordinators, advisor, my mentor. So almost. Thank you.
25 Speechcraft programs. Wonderful. Amazing. If a person can give this much time and efforts to the Toastmasters, I am sure that the community will get a good benefit from you, as well as you will get the benefit, become a good leader and good communicator. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sunita. Now regarding the Speechcraft, not Speechcraft programs, YLPs. Always in my school, I used to see the people who are in frontliners, who are very good speakers, communicators, and debaters. There were debate clubs in our school, and they used to speak in amazing way, try to convince people. By seeing these people, I get inspired. But as a person, I'm a backward person, always try to shaky when it comes to stage and public speaking. I once got into a speech contest. I memorized everything, but in front of the stage, I forgot everything. Even I could not utter a word. By seeing YLP youth leadership programs, I feel that this is one of the best thing what we can give it to our community. Again, I would like to congratulate and wish you all the very best, Toastmaster Sunita, and all the audience. I have a question to you all. You all can either raise your hands, unmute and speak, or virtual hand raising hands. I would like to know how many people have done youth leadership programs. Yes, one. Sunita. Any other participants who have done youth leadership programs? Yeah, Tosin, wonderful too. I know that our MC has done a youth leadership program as well, and involved in 2 youth leadership programs, and Toastmaster Suhan also. Wonderful. So there are few people who have done youth leadership programs. Youth leadership program is a wonderful program which we can make good leaders, future leaders, and make our community a better community. So during our session, we will discuss about why youth leadership programs, and how to start a youth leadership program, how can you find participants, and benefit for the club and members, and benefit for the participants, youth leaders, and basics of youth leadership program. How will be a youth leadership program will be? Why a youth leadership program? Because those are youth, our future leaders. There are more than 1.2 billion teenagers in the world. The current period, there are more than 1.3 billion. Imagine if we can come forward and train these youth to become better leaders, better communicators. How will the environment, how will the world will be? Imagine all of these members are a mini Toastmaster who can communicate and give their message properly to the audience, to the other party. They will be the best in the world, right? This is what we expect in Toastmasters. In Kuwait, there are about more than 500,000 youngsters, teenagers in Kuwait. I know that I don't know how many are there in other worlds like Bahrain, Iraq, or Egypt. I'm sure that there are also many number of youths which need this leadership, need the leadership quality and communication skills. So who can be the youth leader? That will be below 18. The Toastmasters International website says that 14 to age of 14 to 18, you can do this youth leadership program. But I have seen in some cases less than 14 also, children who are capable of managing things, they participate in youth leadership programs. Youth leadership programs you can conduct either virtual, physical, or hybrid as well. But teenagers are mostly, they are comfortable with online rather than face-to-face speakers, because nowadays the kids, they are more into screen, so they love to come in front of the screen and speak than online. But we have conducted few physical meetings, physical youth leadership programs, and amazing, their performance are high level. They are, compared to the online, their performance are high level, and they are really capable of communicating with the audience. And this helps to in 3 major things. One is effective communication skills and leadership skills, and it gives self-confidence. There was one student, youth leader, who joined nearly 4 sessions. He was keeping quiet. He did not speak at all, at a word. Our coordinator tried to push, motivate that youth leader, but could not get a word from that person. Luckily, on the 5th session, he came forward, and he came and he did a nice speech. He communicated himself. still now, that was happened 1.5 years before, and till now he messages me with me, because I was the mentor for that youth leader. So we'll listen to a few of the youth leaders who have given their comments.
No sound.
Please note, there is no sound.
I will reshare it again. Apologies for it. I will share it again.
Greetings. My name is Vikasni Sridharan, and I was formerly a part of the YLP program conducted by SIMS. It was a refreshing experience to get to know so many people. When you're in a YLP session, you feel heard in some sense. There are a bunch of people, some you know and some you don't, listening to your opinion, thought, and idea. Your insight matters to the entirety of the session. We had a new instructor every week. New insight, knowledge, and the amount of fun we had during each session was incomparable to anything before. Everyone takes turns with responsibility, and by the end of the program, you're practically a jack of all trades. You feel inured to all sense of stage fright. You find yourself way more confident and walk out with a sense of accomplishment. I am and forever will be grateful to YLP.
Hello everyone, I'm Mehdi and I have been a member of a YLP that changed my life. This youth leadership program, organized by seasoned Toastmasters, helped me gain confidence to speak in front of people. They helped me embark on a quest of improving my creativity and talents. This program helped me meet like-minded people who brought about positive changes in me through their critical feedbacks. I would highly recommend everyone to take part in a YLP and become a better version of yourself. All the best.
So how was it? So this is the comments which we got. Actually, I could not get more youth leaders comments. I took it because I took it with a short period. So how to start a youth leadership program? This is more similar to Speechcrafts. Any local Toastmaster club sponsor a youth leadership program. Either the president appoints a coordinator for the youth leadership program, or any member. They can go and tell the president, say, I want to start a youth leadership program, to organize a youth leadership program as my project. Please help me with that. And the club president will appoint the relevant facilities to organize a youth leadership program. A coordinator must be a Toastmaster in good standing, and coordinators can appoint assistant coordinators to support the coordinators. So these are few points how we can start a youth leadership program. I have a question. What is the minimum qualification for a Toastmaster to conduct a youth leadership program? Is it level 1, level 2, level 5, or distinguished DTM? What is the minimum qualification required? Anyone can unmute and answer?
You said he has to be a Toastmaster member, right? So any person at 1 or 8 can do it, if I'm not wrong.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Fabian. Actually, I did not answer. I told that it can be a member and members' qualifications. There is no such minimum qualification. Anyone who joins as a Toastmaster who is capable of managing things, organizing the event, he can take up the coordinator role and continue with organizing. Basically, I divide youth leadership program into 3 aspects. One is the coordinator and all the support roles. Say we need assistant coordinators, we need mentors, we need some support roles. All those I'll classify to one category. Plus the youth leaders, the participants below the age of 18, anyone who wants to join as a participant, this is another category. And the third category is the presenters. There are various presentations, workshops will be conducting during these sessions. So the presenters. I divide these 3 categories, and each category how to bring those people in. Then we used to approach those people, which equals to a youth leadership program. So in your club, maybe inside the club itself, you can find the presenters and coordinators and support role players. From inside your club, if you cannot find out, contact your area director, contact your district director or division director, anyone who can support. All the district is ready to support you all. So contact them, contact the CGD that you want to conduct a youth leadership program, and get the role players and presenters to it. This is one of the Sims Toastmasters Club, how we divided. We got the speech crafters, and we divided into mentors. We got 21 speech crafters. Then each 3 speech crafters, 3 youth leaders, we gave it to one mentor. Likewise, we divided the mentors so that they can mentor the youth leaders. I would like to hear from anyone from the audience who can tell their experience about youth leadership programs. Toastmaster Suhan? Yes.
Yes, hi, Toastmaster Shiraz.
Hi.
Okay, well, this youth leadership program was quite a biggest experience for me, where I have to, be a part of the students who age ranges only from 10 to 13, 14 years of age, and being with them was like almost connecting to them emotionally, and also thinking like, okay, I wish I was part of their age. And other thing is, I could make a difference as when I was their age, how I would speak, and how I can see, how I can envision them speak, being a public speaker. That was the one kind of experience I had. And also we had good trainers to support us, and where I also could learn, and even these younger generation, these youths can also learn from it. That was a great experience I had.
Great, thank you very much, Toastmaster Suhan. Any other participants? Yes, Toastmaster Sunita.
Can you rephrase the question for me?
Yeah, I would like to know your experience with youth leadership programs. Have you conducted any youth leadership programs? If so, you can give your feedback. How was the session? What was your experience?
I have not conducted any youth leadership program, but I was mingling with the youth for a span of 10 years or 8 years. And I used to, first of all, get into their shoes. The important thing is, youths are very, they do not listen. That is one thing, because they think that they are the bosses and all those things. So first is I have to get down to their level, mingle with them, make fun with them, get them out of their shoes, or I should go in their shoes, feel fun, feel all those things, and then get them in my shoes to get that point out of mind. So I was a little successful for some children who were really notorious. And somehow they have been, after 10 years, I've seen them, they have gone in a wonderful place. So this was nothing that I did with Toastmaster, but this is my personal thing that I did. This is what I wanted to share.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Fabian. Wonderful. Yes, one of the speeches, or continuously, that one of the youth leader speech was related to hacking, and that person wants to be a hacker, professional hacker. And really that youth leader convinced all of us being a ethical hacker is a wonderful thing, and that person inspired us to become a ethical hacker. And one of the youth leader wanted to be a scientist, and throughout the speeches that person was inspiring us how to be a scientist and what type of scientist that person wants to be. So being with the, I'm sure that most of the teachers, they know that being with the youth teenagers, amazing, we will get different ideas how we can proceed with it. Sometimes they are highly capable than what we think, and highly capable than us. So how to find youth leaders or participants in our program for our programs. Easiest thing is local clubs or associations, religious groups, schools, educational institutions, community in whole, and advertise in social media and get registrations. All of these are few of the methods where you can bring members. I remember one incident. I wanted to start a youth leadership program in a school close to me, and I told this story to one of my colleagues, or you can say family friend. He said, Shiraz, why don't you start a youth leadership program among our community, among our friends? Our friends have children, or they are close people, kids are there. We can gather 10 to 15 kids. Why don't you conduct a youth leadership program? That's amazing, right? Only the thing is we have to pass the message to people, and there are many people who are ready to join as participants for youth leadership programs. And below are some photos in Angel Toastmasters Youth Leadership Program and Sims Toastmasters Club Youth Leadership Program and Marthoma Church Youth Leadership Program. So there are various ways. Only the thing is we have to approach the right track, or just discuss with your known people, leaders regarding this. I'm sure that you will get more participants for your youth leadership program. What is the benefit of doing a youth leadership program? Number one is coordinator receives credit towards their educational goal. What is the educational goal? Credit is to become distinguished. This is one of the criteria. Either you do a Speechcraft program or youth leadership program. So whatever easier for you to do, you can do it. So coordinator will get the educational goal and provides opportunity for the future membership growth for the club. We conducted an online. I was just a participant only. Actually, the people were conducting. I was supporting them. So in there, they conducted an online Speechcraft program. But on the last day, they gathered in a public park in Kuwait. That was Sims Toastmasters Club as well. They gathered in a public park, and they called all the parents. And it was amazing. Many parents, they came and said that they want to join Toastmasters. They want to see the experience, get the experience of Toastmasters. So this was the comments we got from those parents. So this is an opportunity. By doing YLPs, their parents or the Toastmasters will get popular, and those members may join the club. And give another benefit is gives the club members a chance to develop their communication and leadership skills. Some of the members are there, they may not get proper opportunity in the club meetings. So this is an opportunity in front of the kids. It's so easy to speak. My nervousness was gone when I was there in front of the kids. So this is a great opportunity to communicate and develop their communication and leadership skills for the club members. Giving back something to society. We got a lot from Toastmasters. We are getting the Toastmaster these skills with a small amount what we pay compared to the huge cost really the outside people are charging. So this is a giving back to the society and make a difference in the life of a child by giving them the best gift ever. So these are few benefits for the club and the member. Always the club gets popular when we do Speechcraft programs. And we should not forget, our club growth director has kept special awards for the people who are doing Speechcraft programs as well as youth leadership programs. So to get those awards, we can try to do a Speechcraft program. Okay, what are the benefits for the participants? Number one is their communication and leadership skills will be developed. Their nervousness when speaking before an audience will, I'm telling you, it will vanish, and they will get a chance to organize and present ideas logically and convincingly. Not like Speechcraft programs. Speechcraft programs, as Toastmaster Sunita said, that is mostly focusing on communication skills, but youth leadership programs focusing on leadership as well as communication skills. There will be presidents, president, VP education, and secretaries appointed in Speechcraft youth leadership programs. And the participants will get listen carefully to others' ideas. Participants in and lead new group discussions or meetings. Offer advice to help others improve their speaking and leadership skills. So these are few benefits which they get in Speechcraft youth leadership programs, and they can mingle with other children, other kids, and share ideas in youth leadership programs. So in a basic basics of youth leadership programs is designed for the youth below 18 years old, and a regular youth leadership program is 8 sessions of 2 hours. But we can reduce it, we can customize it to any 6 sessions or 4 sessions, we can customize it. But I don't recommend, if the number of participants are more, it is always preferable to have 8 sessions. End of the 8th session, or on the 8th session, we can have a grand finale, showcase the skills. We can have a way, we can call all the parents on the last day, and we can have a grand celebration. And students run the meeting, so coordinators will have gradually reduce their efforts or reduce their time. More initially, the coordinators has to work more, then the students will take over the whole meeting, like how our Toastmasters meetings are conducted by Toastmasters. Youth leadership programs are conducted by youth leaders. Their roles like MC, timer, sergeant at arms, evaluator, and cases, general evaluator, all this we can do it gradually with the youth leaders. And how much is the price? This is free of cost. There is no charge by Toastmaster International. But if you want to buy the coordinator workbook, that will be $50 one-time payment. Thereafter, you can do your youth leadership programs any number of times. You don't need to pay any penny to Toastmasters International. But we can charge anytime minimum fee for educational material and other expenses. How much is the budget? How much, if you want to charge a participant, how much you have to charge? One is cost for the venue and cost of YLP kit, that is only $50, and cost of stationery, refreshments, ribbons, trophies, and committee to try for, you can always go for sponsorships rather than charging from members. If you get any sponsorships, you can go for it, and can charge the participants a reasonable fee, because as Toastmaster said, we don't go for profits. This is a non-profit organization, so whatever the minimum cost, to cover the minimum cost, we can charge it. Whatever the excess, if there is any excess, it's supposed to be given to the club, not for the individuals, for the club which is conducting the program. In Sims Toastmasters Club, mostly the food was sponsored by the spouse of the coordinator. So it was so easy for the coordinator to conduct, because everything was sponsored by her husband. And we can, if we are having virtual programs, virtual youth leadership programs, it is preferable to have proper control over Zoom or any mode you are planning to have. Maybe kids are familiar with Google Meet, Microsoft Teams. You can discuss with them and you can go for it. Or if you feel that Zoom is much better, you can go with Zoom. Moderator for every session, it is required, because if there are no moderators, it will be very difficult to manage with teenagers. Coordinators should be familiar with program, ensure proper connectivity, guide the children how they can be good in lighting, how to manage the online and quality of the audio. All participants should follow the meetings etiquettes. So these are a few points which we should follow when we are doing online or hybrid meetings. Are there any questions?
Just a small question.
Yes, please.
Do we have to report this every time to the Toastmasters organization, or is this inbuilt within our own club? Do we get any personal points or anything like this?
Currently, there is no. There is for. I mean, if you want to go for distinguished Toastmaster, then you have to get the credit and go for it. But there is no such reporting.
Okay. So we don't have to report this to Toastmasters. It's within the club.
Yes, within the club. But if you want to get the credit, you have to inform the president and keep all your documents. Like, for example, you may do the Speechcraft youth leadership program now, and after 6 months or 1 year, you will apply for your distinguished Toastmaster status. But you have to keep all the evidence with you, like photographs, your agenda, and all these details. Keep it with you. They will not ask, but always it is preferable to keep it with you in case anyone requires, you can submit to them.
Understood. Thank you.
Are there any questions? Okay. Now we'll go for basic. What are the basics of youth leadership program? What is the syllabus for the youth leadership program? First session, we will have an introduction session. I will go in detail thereafter. Initially, I'll go with a summary. Introduction to public speaking in session 1, and session 2 will be introduction to championship, which will be deciding the ExCom, president, vice president, and the secretary. And the third session will be impromptu speaking. Fourth will be organizing your speech. Fifth will be listening. Sixth will be gestures in speaking. Seventh will be voice and vocabulary, and show your skills. This will be grand finale. So these are the basic 8 sessions. Anytime the coordinator can modify these sessions. If you want to have the first and second session together, or you want to have third and fourth session together, always you can customize. But as a suggestion, I prefer that if you are customizing it, customize it and communicate everything to the participants, so it will be easy for them to follow. In first session, explain about youth leadership programs and establish an atmosphere of friendliness. Be friendly with the participants because they are teenagers, they are new to the public speaking and leadership skills. So always be familiar with the participants and see what is their current skills. If you know their skills only, you can elevate them. If we don't know their skills, so it will be very difficult. So always in the first session, be familiarized with the participants and introduce to the principles of championship. Select leadership positions through friendly election. The first session itself, you can have the elections. Usually the election goes for a 8-day session. You can have your elections in twice in the whole program. That means that first 4 sessions you can have an election, and 5th to 8th you can have another election. So there will be 2 presidents, 2 VP educations, and 2 secretaries in the group, 2 secretaries and 2 sergeant at arms. Likewise, you can give opportunity to more participants. In second session, you can have the introduction to public speaking, familiarize the participants with the evaluations, and develop the self-confidence, help participants to develop their skills. We can also play international speech contest videos, have an interactive session rather than full of speeches. Have always some interactive sessions, during the workshops, or playing international speech contest videos. A third session, you can introduce the introduction to impromptu speeches. In here, I remember DTM our presenter did a wonderful session about the with the students. He changed the mindset, think out of the box, how to do it, and he did a nice workshop group activity during his session. And fourth session, discussion on speech organizations, presentations of speeches, evaluations, and table topics. These are few things done by our presenter DTM Kajitan. And there in another session, DTM Alka Kumra was discussing about listening skills and gestures. In this session, she did it both together, joined together. So anytime if you want to customize it, you can customize as your preference. And in sixth session, you can have it gestures in speaking. Seventh session, we can have discussion of voice and vocabulary, and allow participants to participate in their grand finale. We can have an open place. We can have do the last session grand. We can call all the parents, dignitaries to the program, so that you will be more familiarized or publicize the club. So this is a great opportunity for the club to bring more members to the Speechcraft program. So these are few points. Again, for the useful resources, you can always go to Toastmasters International website, and also there are a few magazines. You can take a screenshot of this. Always find your voice. There is a material called Find Your Voice. You can download it. Uncover your leadership potential. This is also, yes, Toastmaster Samit. Yeah. So these are few of the material you can, which is available in Toastmaster International website. You can go through it, and I hope that this will be opening for you all to do more and more youth leadership programs. And my personal request is discuss this in your clubs and your area and your divisions. Discuss with, among your people and see what is the what is your potential. How can you bring more youth leaders and train them? So it will be an opportunity for you to express your leadership qualities. You can practice your leadership qualities. So this is a great opportunity. And also tell this to all the colleagues. Here only 12 members are there, including me. Tell all your colleagues about youth leadership programs and bring them into this platform. I would like to thank each and everyone who has supported, and I would like to hand over back to our beloved Master of Ceremonies, and I would like to wish her belated birthday wishes. And over to you, DTM Parmeet.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiraz, for wonderful presentation, which actually had so many picks for Trips Toastmasters Club, which actually was very nice to see that memory lane, go through that all memory lane. And thank you for your birthday wishes. Thank you so much. Now, I would request anyone has any questions, so they can ask Toastmaster Shiraz. Any questions from the audience?
Sunita as well. Is any question for the
And
speech?
even, yes, for Speechcraft from DTM Sunita. Any questions related to YLP or Speechcraft, please go ahead. Toastmaster Shiraz, you had some question for...
I asked, and she told that it is 25 Speechcraft programs she has involved. I don't know whether I can do it, Toastmaster Vinita, but I'm sure that I'll try to make as much as possible.
Yeah, that was during COVID, you know, so most of the clubs were conducting this kind of programs, and I had to help them. Yes, please.
Okay.
I can give my number.
Any other questions related to YLP or Speechcraft? So I would say that both the presenters were so good and explained everything so well that there are no questions. So you are a good teacher. Good job.
And I am here to help any club to conduct a Speechcraft by way of their mentor or advisor or a presenter, or to organize, to give idea templates. Some of the clubs will not have these kind of presentations, whereas I have everything readily available. Whether I can come and present it online, I mean in Bahrain or whatever, or I can share the presentation also for the members, so that they will get an idea to how to go about it, both for Speechcraft and YLP. So that's it. Thank you.
Okay, as there are no questions, so we'll move forward. Can we move forward, DTM Siham?
Yes, dear, you can. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, presenters, for the wonderful workshop and wonderful level very minutely explaining each and everything. I'm sure those who are attending it for the first time or those who haven't been part of it would understood very well. Or else you both are always there, I know. Now would request the moderator to please please give the certificate to the presenters.
Thank you so much, MC, but unfortunately, electricity has went off and I can't show the certificate because I don't have the laptop. So I will send it to you, dear presenters, and I want to thank you all, DTM Sunita, TM Shiraz, TM Vermeed for being the MC. Thank you, Demeto, for being the Sergeant Arms. Thank you, Kavita, for being the timer. I know it was a very short notice, but I really appreciate your commitment and well-prepared performance. Thank you so much, all. And now we can adjourn the webinar. If you wish to say anything, we can after switching off the recorder, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, GTM Siham, for this wonderful opportunity.